Welcome back to Rhythm Guitar Book 3. This book takes a deep dive into all sorts of movable chord shapes. We're on pages 82 and 83. In this lesson, you're going to learn the movable E major 6 shape. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3 that you can read from and write in. Plus, you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. At the top of page 82, we have a new chord shape. This is the E major 6 shape. Now, major 6 chords are most commonly called just 6 chords. For example, top of the page, you can see there C6. So C6, C major 6, same thing. Your new chord shape has a root on the 6th string. I'm going to play the root here on this A at the 5th fret. Finger 2, 1, 4, and 3. Muting strings 1 and 5. Of course, this is a movable shape, so wherever you happen to place your root on the 6th string, that's how you call the chord. This is an A6 or A major 6. Move it up 2 frets, so my root's on this B at the 7th fret. Now it's a B6. At the bottom of page 82, we have number R107, this E6 shape etude. It's that same shape over and over again, so we just need to find our root notes on the 6th string. First chord is a C6 marked in 7th position. Remember that position marker tells you where your first finger happens to be, not necessarily where your root happens to be. This root is at the 8th fret, because it's a C. And if you like, just go ahead and guide yourself by the root. That's what I do. Next we have an F6 marked in 12th position. That means our root, in this case, is going to be at the 13th fret, way up there. It's going to be a little uncomfortable to reach. And then we have a B flat 6 marked in 5th position. The root note is going to be at the 6th fret. E flat 6. A flat 6. Just moving that shape all over the place. D flat 6. G flat 6, B6, E6, way up here again. Root is going to be at the 12th fret, and it's marked in 11th position. A6, D6, G6, ending on C6, where we started. Once you're comfortable finding and playing these chords, go ahead and play through the exercise at a nice, easy pace, nice, easy pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the top of page 83, we have number R108, minor 7 to dominant 7 to major 6 etude. You're going to be playing the same shapes throughout, so let's go ahead and take a look at these chords and see what we've got. We begin with the D minor 7, playing the E minor 7 shape, and that puts the root note on the 6th string. Need to find a D on the 6th string. That'll be at the 10th fret, and you play your E minor 7 shape from there. So there's your D minor 7. And next we have a G7 using the C7 shape. That puts our root on the 5th string, so we need to find a G on the 5th string. That's also at the 10th fret, and you play your C7 shape. And then we have a C6 using our new E6 shape, and the root for that will be at the 8th fret on the 6th string. So you're going to be doing those same moves over and over again. So D minor 7, G7 to C6. That C6 turns into a C minor 7, so same root. We just play the minor 7 shape that we're using for this exercise. F7, the root is going to be at the 8th fret. B flat 6, root is going to be at the 6th fret. Line 2, that turns into a B flat minor 7, so keep the same root, just change chord shapes. E flat 7, so the root is going to be at the 6th fret as well. And A flat 6, so the A flat root is going to be at the 4th fret. That turns into an A flat minor 7, so keep that same root, play the minor 7. D flat 7, the root's going to be at the 4th fret as well. G flat 6, root's going to be at the 2nd fret with your new shape. E flat minor 7, we're going to scoot way back up the fretboard again to the 11th fret for this one. To an A flat 7, to a D flat 6. And your A flat also had the root at the 11th fret. The D flat 6, root at the 9th fret. D flat 6 changes into C sharp minor 7. D flat and C sharp are the same enharmonically, so same place, just different chord form. F sharp 7, root also at the 9th fret. To a B6, root is going to be at the 7th fret. B minor 7, so same root. E7, root is going to be on the 5th string, 7th fret. To an A6, root at the 5th fret. Changing that to an A minor 7, so same root, just change to your minor 7 shape. To your D7, root is also going to be at the 5th fret. And finally, G6 with the root at the 3rd fret. Once you're comfortable finding and playing those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise. Easy pace, easy patterns. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Back up the fretboard. At the bottom of page 83, we have number R109, this minor 7 flat 5 to dominant 7 to major 6 etude. It's the same chord progression you just played, except we're playing minor 7 flat 5s now instead of minor 7s. We begin with the D minor 7 flat 5 with the E minor 7 flat 5 shape. So that puts our root on the 6th string, and the D on the 6th string is way up there at the 10th fret. This is not a very comfortable shape to play way up high, but just do the best you can. And then we have a G7, so just like the exercise you played, the G7 root will be at the 10th fret using the C7 shape. And then the C6 using your new E6 shape, root at the 8th fret. C minor 7 flat 5, so keep that same root, just change to the minor 7 flat 5 form. Moving to an F7. Remember for this shape, if you're moving from this E minor 7 flat 5 to the C7 shape, first finger can just slide over. So this is your F7 with the root at the 8th fret. To a B flat 6, root at the 6th fret. B flat minor 7 flat 5, so keep that same root. E flat 7. A flat 6 with the root at the 4th fret. A flat minor 7 flat 5, keep that root. To a D flat 7, root at the 4th fret, and G flat 6. And then we're going to move up high on the fretboard again. And again, just do the best you can with this shape up high. That's about the best I can do right now. For this E minor 7 flat 5 with the root at the 11th fret, to an A flat 7, also with the root at the 11th fret, D flat 6, root at the 9th fret. And again, remember D flat and C sharp are the same notes, so when you move from the D flat 6 to the C sharp minor 7 flat 5, keep that same root note, just change chord forms. To an F sharp 7, root also at the 9th fret. To a B6 with the root at on the 7th fret. Moving to B minor 7 flat 5, keep that same root. To an E7 with the root on the 7th fret. to an A6 with the root at the 5th fret, an A minor 7 flat 5, keep that same root, to a D7, root also on the 5th fret, 5th string, to a G6 with the root at the 3rd fret. And same drill as always. Once you're comfortable finding and playing those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise at a nice easy pace with a nice easy pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Back up the fretboard, just do the best you can on this one. Same root. Your assignment is to practice the exercises on pages 82 and 83. And don't forget to order your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3. The link is in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 84, where you're going to learn the movable C major 6 shape.